Yo, what's going on, guys? So, new video. This one here is going to be on the Nvidia control panel settings. So, the last video I put out was super lengthy. It was like 12 minutes or something. I don't want these performance series videos to be lengthy. So, I'm just going to go over a couple of the important settings first, and then I'm just going to hover over all of these and basically let you guys pause the video and copy the settings. So, the first off, the most important one is the changed resolution. You should make sure that you have not Ultra HD selected, but you should have your PC selected, and that will give you 240 hertz. Another one is use NVIDIA color settings. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you should have this specific setting checked. It's for that graphics card. You want it to be 8-bit. Sometimes you can change these from 32-bit to 12-bit, I believe 24 and 12-bit. But yeah, just leave these at, I guess, the default, but it should be 32-bit, 8-bit, RBG at all times. These two are for TVs, and I think some of them are for LCD TVs, and other ones are for like non-LCD TVs. And then make sure your dynamic range is on full. This will give you the best color accuracy possible, and this does not affect performance. I'm going to explain that when we get down here. So yeah, this is an important one. This one here is I don't change any of these settings. I do all that stuff on my monitor, so it doesn't affect any performance on my GPU. Everything is done on my display. And last but not least, the best one, the most, um, basically the most setting that's overpassed or not seen or not explained by a lot of these NVIDIA control panel settings is this one here, adjust desktop size and position. So scaling, if you want the best performance, you don't want any scaling output whatsoever on your GPU. So select no scaling, and in the description it says the display remains the original size. This may result in small but crisp image. So that basically means that you're not going to have any pixels stretched. You're not going to have anything distorted or anything like that. You're not going to have aspect ratio stretching the size of an image or full screen just fitting the display image. No scaling is going to keep it small but crisp, and it's going to be the actual size the application is intended to be in. You also want to perform scaling on your display. Do not select GPU. You don't want your GPU scaling anything. You can scale on your monitor. You want your monitor to hold that ability, not your GPU. You want your GPU outputting everything as fast as it possibly can. And by scaling stuff and changing the color accuracy settings in that is going to affect it. So leave it on display and then check override the scaling mode set by games and programs. You want it to be the default. No scaling whatsoever. Um, and then the last one. So this one here, I select NVIDIA settings for everything. But this one here, you want to select full 0 to 255 color range. And if you type in Google to explain this to you, because I didn't know, I read unlimited for forever and thought that it would just give me higher FPS, which it doesn't. Running on full is going to give you the best color, and it's going to differentiate like certain shadows. Or in Warzone, for example, you'll have a sniper skin that's green or grassy looking, and they're up against a bush or a tree, and like you can't really see them. But with full, rather than limited, it's going to make them much more visible because it's going to have more colors to differentiate between surfaces behind you. So um, yeah, so if you want to type in Reddit, RGB full versus RGB limited for performance, there's an article, a Reddit article that's going to pop up. It's going to explain that these do not change performance whatsoever, which I was completely wrong about that. Yeah, so then I'm just going to go over every other setting with you. You can copy all of these settings, and this is for the absolute best performance. So I'm just going to scroll down. You can stop when you want to copy these settings. One setting that I'm going to explain is this one here. So something that I've learned that you have to check your CPU and your GPU time while you're playing the game. And whichever one, you want this selected off, and you want NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency off in game. So whatever, when you have both of them off, whatever time is higher, if your GPU time is higher or your CPU time is higher, is going to matter what setting you select in here. So ultra decreases your CPU time, which on will keep your CPU time the same, and it will lower your GPU time. So which you want these two to be matched. So say, for example, your GPU time and your CPU time should be at 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1 or 0, whatever you get. But the lowest I've had mine is 2 milliseconds, both CPU and GPU. And these settings here are going to determine that. So CPU time is higher, select Ultra to bring it down. If GPU time is higher, select On to bring it down. And you want them to be the exact same. You want them to be in sync, outputting the information at the exact same frame or millisecond. That setting, and what's the last one? There's one more setting that I wanted to go. Oh, threaded optimization. Threaded optimization is going to be selected to auto. You want this to be on at all times. So threaded optimization, if you read it here now, basically most newer applications should benefit from the auto select or on setting. This setting should be turned off for most older applications. So anything that's DirectX 11 or higher, this setting is going to completely optimize the performance, basically for your CPU and your GPU. So you'd want this setting selected. If you're playing an older game, I don't know anything about it, and I wouldn't turn this on. I would just leave it on auto. But most newer games from like 2012, 2013 created games onward, threaded like even MW2 for example. I know that threaded optimization should be on for that because it does run DirectX 11. But yeah, guys, there are the settings. So if you want to pause it at any point to copy all these settings, I'm going to go over all these tabs. You can pause these tabs as well. And yeah, just copy all those settings, guys, and these are the best NVIDIA settings you can possibly get. So for any upcoming videos, there's going to be basically my performance settings right in here. So I have a performance tab in my local disk, and it's going to be on controller tuning, PC tuning, and sound tuning. I'm going to give you everything I know. So yeah, this is just the second video of the performance tuning. The first one was Warzone settings, and the next one is going to be either MW2 settings because it's out tomorrow night. And me and a couple of boys, my IRL boys, are going to be grinding MW2. And basically, I just decided to do these videos because I'm always giving my friends the best settings possible. And I think with just a video reference that I can just send them a link to quickly, they're able just to put the settings in or follow it if they want to. But yeah, so just like, subscribe, and comment what you want the next video to be. If you have any particular settings that you want to know. And hopefully these videos help, guys. Like I said, I'm only really doing this for my friends who play the games with me. But yeah, if other people can benefit from them, yeah, why not do it? So yeah, guys, thanks for checking the video out, and let me know what you want to see next. Peace out.